a sacred month, a time of reflection, a journey of the soul. This is Ramadan. Across the world, nearly 2 billion Muslims are embarking on a 30-day journey abstaining from food, drink, and earthly desires. But Ramadan is more than just fasting. It is a period of spiritual transformation, discipline, and renewal. The meaning of Ramadan. The roots of Ramadan trace back over 1,400 years to the moment the first verses of the Quran were revealed to Prophet Muhammad. It is a month of immense significance, a time when the gates of mercy open and the soul is given a chance to be reborn. Scholar says, Ramadan teaches us not just to refrain from eating and drinking, but to cleanse our minds, hearts, and souls. It is a reminder that our greatest battles are not fought in the world, but within ourselves. The physical and spiritual discipline of Ramadan. From the first light of dawn to the setting sun, the body is tested. The stomach growls in protest, thirst parches the lips, and energy wanes, but the spirit remains steadfast. Why? Because Ramadan is not about deprivation, it is about mastery over the self. It is a journey of discipline, reflection, and renewal, a time when restraint transforms into strength and sacrifice gives way to enlightenment. Fasting is more than the mere abstinence from food and drink. It is a shield, a protective barrier against impatience, against anger, against greed. The faithful learn to conquer their impulses, to detach from worldly excess, and to embrace patience in its purest form. In this sacred month, every moment of hunger is an opportunity for self-reflection. Every pang of thirst, a reminder of gratitude. But the fast extends beyond the physical. It is not just about what is withheld from the mouth, but also what is withheld from the tongue. The devout turn away from gossip, from slander, from words that wound, and hearts that harden. They reject envy and bitterness, replacing them with generosity and kindness. They do not merely refrain from consuming what is harmful, but also from emitting negativity into the world. Ramadan is a time of purification of both body and soul. It is an exercise in restraint that leads to liberation. A month where self-discipline does not weaken, but empowers. Where faith is not a burden, but light. Where abstaining from the material allows the spiritual to flourish. And as the sun sets when the fast is finally broken, the believer does not simply taste food again, they taste gratitude, humility, and the sweetness of self-control. The power of simplicity. In a world driven by excess and materialism, where more is often equated with success, Ramadan stands as a powerful reminder of the beauty and strength found in less. It is a month that strips life down to its essentials, teaching us that true wealth is not measured by possessions, but by gratitude. Through fasting, we experience firsthand the struggles of those who go without, gaining a deeper appreciation for the simplest blessings. A drop of water after a long day of thirst, a bite of bread that nourishes the body, a roof overhead providing shelter and security. These are things we often take for granted in the hustle of modern life. Yet during Ramadan, they become symbols of divine mercy. The month calls us to reflect, to detach from indulgence, and to embrace self-discipline, patience, and compassion. In hunger, we remember the hungry. In thirst, we remember the thirsty. And as we break our fast, we are reminded that even the smallest acts of kindness, a shared meal, a heartfelt prayer hold immense value. It is a lesson in contentment, that true wealth lies not in what we accumulate, but in what we appreciate. The community spirit of Ramadan. Ramadan is more than just a month of fasting. It is a time of deep reflection, compassion, and unity. As the sun sets, families, friends, and even strangers come together to break their fast. The simple act of sharing a meal takes on a profound meaning. It is no longer just about nourishment, but about love, togetherness, and generosity. During this holy month, the spirit of giving reaches its peak. Charity flows like water, as Muslims around the world fulfill their obligation of zakat, giving 2.5% of their wealth to those in need. It is a time when communities rally together to ensure that no one is left behind. Whether it is providing food for the hungry, supporting orphans, or assisting those in hardship, acts of kindness multiply. creating ripples of goodwill that extend far beyond Ramadan itself. But charity in Ramadan goes beyond financial giving. It is about sharing time, offering a helping hand, and spreading kindness in every way possible. A simple smile, a heartfelt prayer, or even an act of patience can become a form of giving. In this sacred month, hearts open, egos soften, and the world momentarily feels more compassionate, more connected. Because in Ramadan, we are reminded of a profound truth. We do not own our wealth, we are merely entrusted with it. Everything we have is a blessing, and the true test of gratitude lies in how we use those blessings to uplift others. Laylatul Qadr, the night of power. And then comes Laylatul Qadr, the most powerful, the most sacred night of all, a night that carries more weight than 1,000 months, a night so divine that its blessings are beyond human comprehension. It is the night when destinies are rewritten, when the heavens open, and when angels descend in waves, carrying peace and divine mercy to the faithful. It is the night when past sins are erased, when hearts are purified, and when prayers, whispered with sincerity, soar to the throne of the Almighty. A single moment of devotion on this night is worth more than a lifetime of worship. It is a night of endless possibilities, where a tear of repentance can wash away years of transgressions, where a heartfelt supplication can change the course of one's fate, where hope is renewed and souls are illuminated. The weight of this night is such that even the universe seems to hold its breath in reverence. The winds carry whispers of divine mercy, the stars shimmer with an ethereal glow, and an indescribable peace descends upon the world. It is the night when the Quran, the ultimate guidance for humanity, was sent down, a night that sealed the fate of mankind, offering light in times of darkness, knowledge in times of ignorance, and direction in times of confusion. To miss this night is to miss a lifetime of blessings. To grasp its essence is to step into a realm where time bends in favor of the worshiper, where every prayer echoes louder, where every good deed multiplies beyond measure. So as Laylatul Qadr approaches, hearts awaken, hands rise in supplication, and souls tremble with longing. For on this night, the gates of mercy are wide open, and the divine decree is written with boundless generosity. Will you let this night pass unnoticed? Or will you seize its power and change the course of your destiny? The grand finale, Eid al-Fitr. And as the month ends, the test is complete. The horizon glows with the first light of Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan, a celebration of faith, perseverance, and spiritual renewal. The air fills with joy, the streets with laughter, and homes with the warmth of family gatherings. It is a day of gratitude, a day of giving, and above all, a day of victory over the self, over desires, and over the challenges that tested patience and devotion. But the true success of Ramadan is not found in the 30 days of fasting alone. It is found in the 11 months that follow. The lessons of discipline, gratitude, and generosity will fade with the passing of the crescent moon, or will they remain shaping the days and decisions ahead? Will the self-control cultivated in hunger and thirst continue when the feast return? Will compassion for the less fortunate persist when charity is no longer a daily ritual? Because Ramadan is not just a month, it is a blueprint, a guide for a life lived with purpose, humility, and kindness. It teaches that restraint is power, that giving is wealth, and that faith is the anchor in an ever-changing world. If its lessons are carried forward, then the spirit of Ramadan never truly ends. It becomes a way of life, a path to a better, purer, and kinder existence. So as we embrace the joy of Eid, let us also embrace the responsibility it brings. Let us not leave behind what we have gained. For the real test begins now in the choices we make long after the fasting is over. Do you observe Ramadan? What does it mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.